representing a continued fascination for the fusion of different body styles. The Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe combines the high-rise purposefulness of an SUV with an aggressively sloping roofline that visually smacks of rear seat space compromise. Thankfully, there's almost as much room in the back of the coupe as there is in the regular, more perpendicular Mercedes-Benz GLC SUV. There are few direct rivals for the Mercedes to battle against. Its primary opponent is the BMW X4, itself a coupe version of the X3, while the Range Rover of a coupe is compromised by its three-door layout, making the five-door closer in spirit to this GLC. Plus, there's the Lexus NX, although like the Evoque, its styling blurs the boundaries between traditional SUV and this new style of coupe. Sporty, family-friendly coupe, buyers with children or grandkids tend to shun regular 2- and 3-door coupes due to their inherent lack of practicality. Alternatives such as the Mercedes-Benz Class Coupe remain personal cars, the rear seats of which will barely be used. Crossovers and SUVs continue to grow in popularity, but as with more conventional cars, not everyone wants to drive something with a boxy estate silhouette, hence these rakish coupes which are set to become a growth area for a number of manufacturers. Of course, in reality, it's less of a coupe and more of a hatchback, because it's focused on families being the primary purchasers of SUVs. The GLC Coupe remains a largely sensible proposition, with 5 doors and just about enough rear headroom for a 6-foot-tall adult. Raise the large electric tailgate for greater evidence of how the couping process has limited the GLC's practicality. On paper, it only loses out to the tune of 50 litres of boot space to its SUV sibling, but the coupe's loading lip and boot floor are very high in comparison. The floor lifts to reveal a deep well, almost as large as the carpeted area above, and is lockable for greater security. Diesel efficiency dominates the engine range. Most Britain's bi-diesel giant Mercedes cars, and the GLC Coupe reflects this, with only one petrol-power derivative, the punchier Mercedes-AMG GLC-43, set to be sold in the UK. Initially the range will consist of 2 derivatives, both with the aging 2.1-litre diesel installed. The GLC 220D packs 170 horsepower while the GLC 250D has 204 horsepower available. Both are equipped with a 9-speed automatic transmission and direct power to all 4 wheels via Mercedes' 4MATIC system. In spite of the power differences, both have a claimed fuel consumption of 56.5 miles per gallon, with CO2 emissions as low as 131 GkM, just 2 GkM higher than the GLC SUV. Joining the AMG GLC-43 later in 2016 is a higher-powered 3.0-litre V6 diesel GLC 350D producing 258 horsepower. We've driven this version too and found it didn't deliver significantly more real-world performance than the 250D, but felt more refined. There will also be a plug-in hybrid GLC 350 joining the range during 2018, but this will mechanically differ from the version already sold in various left-hand drive markets. Familiar high-quality interior. If you've spent time inside any of the Class family lately, the Mercedes GLC Coupe's cabin won't feel remotely disorienting. That's no bad thing, as the dashboard is one of the most stylish and well-built in the SUV segment, with a variety of color and applique options depending upon the trim level chosen. 2 levels of specification are available from Launch, Sport and AMG line, the latter expected to make up more than half of sales despite being more expensive. While both trims are well appointed, in traditional Mercedes style is a raft of optional equipment to tailor the GLC Coupe to your tastes. We would recommend the air suspension system being top of your list of extra cost kit. Read the full Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe review to find out how good this latest take on the SUV really is.